Mark Cuban, we all used to love him. We all hated Mark. Who's had a bigger renaissance than Mark Cuban? Everybody loves Mark Cuban all of a sudden. We all hated Mark Cuban. Everybody wanted to punch Mark Cuban in the face. And now we're all like, hey, Mark Cuban, he's the new generation of owner. We love him. Cenk and I kind of liked him sometimes. Because Cenk liked him more than I did, to be honest, because he was refreshing, he was different. And I liked the fact that in this sort of old boys clubs of gazillionaires, he was a little different. I knew baseball would never let him buy the Cubs. He wanted to buy the Cubs. He wanted to buy the Pirates. He's from Pittsburgh. Baseball didn't want that because they can't stand to have somebody like this in their little club. They could never stand it. And in basketball, he's different. He's needling everybody. He's needling all these old school owners. And I always sort of liked that. But he was so sanctimonious and full of himself. And now he shut up during the finals and everybody loves him. You can't publicly ridicule officials, though. But he didn't do it. He didn't do it. So anyway, now he went out, I guess, was this after the game? He went out, like, in Miami to party?
Yeah, at a Live nightclub, L-I-V is how it's spelled.
It's misspelled, unless it belongs to Liv Tyler. So he went out and he bought a $90,000 bottle of champagne. What's a $90,000 bottle of champagne? What's in that champagne?
That's some damn good champagne.
Well, first of all, there's no such thing as good champagne. Champagne is horrible. Champagne is largely inedible.
Is it overrated?
It's not. It's the most overrated. Who likes champagne? Really? What guy likes champagne? What guy wants a glass of champagne? Jesus, you like champagne? No. You know why? Because it blows. Rick, do you like champagne?
Not really.
No, no one likes champagne. Girls like, I don't even believe girls like champagne. I believe they pretend to like champagne because it has a kind of name that they think sounds elegant. It's possible I may have overstepped my bounds a little bit there. Anyway, so Mark Cuban, he buys a $90,000 bottle of champagne while he's out here. It was called Ace of Spades champagne. He looks like he's having a good time there. Ace of Spades champagne, and he bought it for Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Terry, Brian Cardinal, and Sean Marion.
He didn't buy it for Brian Cardinal. Come on.
Brian Cardinal's got to pay his own way. By the way, Sean Marion has an uglier shot than I do. And then they partied with the trophy till 5 a.m. there at Liv. And they took in a performance by Lil Wayne, and he left a $20,000 tip, which sounds huge, except you did have a $90,000 bill, and a 20% tip would be 18 grand. It's not that big a tip, except it's 20 grand, and it's a huge tip. So anyway, he leaves a $20,000 tip. God bless Mark Cuban. Hey, now, Jesus, put that other picture up there because, wait, first of all, let me see a shot. Like, you have a shot of Dirk Nowitzki partying with the champagne there in the. Okay, is that champagne he's drinking? Looks like he's blowing a sax.
That's the $90,000 bottle of champagne.
That's the $90,000 bottle of champagne? I don't know.
It's huge, though.
And there's but in the locker room, we got a shot of Dirk, like, drinking champagne. So they're partying in the locker room, drinking champagne. That's what players do. Now, put up that picture that I sent to you right before we did this, if you can. So I don't have to tell you that the 1985 Potomac Valley Athletic Conference champions was Georgetown Day School. That's my friend Kelly O'Coin, an actor. You've seen him on Law & Order. That's my oldest friend Dan Hamilton on the left. And in the middle is your team captain, Ben Mankiewicz, of course, soberly processing the championship as we walked out of the locker room to celebrate the PVAC championship. But we had the champagne, and we're like 18, and we got kids younger than 18 on the team. And because we took that champagne out, they threatened to strip us of the championship. And apparently we also came out during the celebration of the girls' championship. Nobody came to see the girls' championship. I'm just saying. God bless them. Congratulations on a title well earned, whoever won. But the people who came out came to see us. By the way, there were maybe 40 people in the stands. But those 40 people, they came to see us.
I have a question for you, though.
Yeah.
When you popped out that bottle of champagne, were any of the opposing players partying with you about your win?
No, none of the. You mean the guys at Jewish Day School?
Yeah.
No, I don't think those guys were partying.
Okay, I was just curious because multiple reports are saying that some of the Miami Heat players were partying the night of at Club LIV with the Dallas Mavericks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't. Which Heat players?
The only one that has come out right now, apparently there were 4 of them, is Eric Dampier.
Eric Dampier plays for the Heat?
Yeah.
I had no idea Eric Dampier. I thought he played for the Mavericks.
He played for the Mavericks at one point in his career, but he's with the Heat.
Did he contribute at all? He didn't play. Is he hurt?
He didn't play, no.
Eric Dampier. First of all, you can't do that, though, if you're on the Heat. I don't know. Is that true? Is it just a rumor?
Jameel Hill, who's on ESPN, has reported that Eric Dampier was one of them.
All right. Well, man, I tell you, Eric Dampier might not be invited back with the Heat, and that could have devastating consequences for no one. Eric Dampier. But anyway, it's outrageous that they even threatened to take our championship away. That's what people want to talk about. But anyway, we won. And by the way, I just want to be clear. We didn't beat Jewish Day School. It wasn't GDS over JDS. We beat St. Andrews, just to be clear. And I drew like 3 charges and scored 2 points.